So you're asked to determine an equation of a line. This time it's from the graph. It's the same steps to write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form. What are the two pieces of information we need to plug in? What do we need to know to write an equation? We need to know the slope and we need to know the y-intercept, right? So let's do A together. Let's look at A. I need to know the slope and I need to know the y-intercept. Once I know those two pieces of information, I can write the equation. So look at the graph. Let's start with finding the y-intercept. They've even labeled the axis for you. This is the y-axis. When does the blue line hit the y-axis? Look at your textbook. Yep. Perfect. 0, 5, which means that B is equal to 5. Okay? Now we have to figure out the slope. From a graph, all you have to do is pick two coordinates. Now you can either calculate it using the slope formula or you can just count the rise over run. So let's pick 2 points that are easy to read, that are directly on the line. Okay, let's say, so we already know this point is on the line, so that's smart of you guys to suggest that. And then we know another coordinate is at negative 1, 2. Okay, does everyone see that on in their textbook? Yes. So you can either calculate it using the slope formula or you can just count. How much does this rise by? It goes from 2 to 5. 1, 2, 3, yes. So what's the rise? 3, positive 3. And what's the run? It goes over by, good, because it's going from negative 1 to 0. So the slope is, I could just write 3. Okay, so what's the equation of line A? Plus 5. Looking at B, what type of line is B? A horizontal line. What's the slope of a horizontal line?
0, 0.
Okay. What's the y-intercept of this line? Where does it intercept? So how would I write that equation, Frank?
Y equals 5.
Yes. Y equals 5. Do I need to write y equals 0x plus 5? No, because 0 times x is 0. 0 times anything is 0. So the equation of that is y equals 5. What's the y-intercept?
0.
0, okay. And we automatically know the slope has to be negative because the line is falling to the right. So let's pick, I'm going to pick the coordinate, I'm going to pick 0, 0 because I have it there, and 1, 2, 3, negative 3, 5. That's on the line, right? Negative 3, 5. Okay, so what is this line? What's the rise? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. It goes down 5. And to the right, how many? 3. So what's the equation of this line? 5 over 3x. Do I have to put plus 0? No. Okay, so let's look here. Yes, it's at 3, correct? So B is 3, and what's the slope? I'm going to pick this point.
Negative.
So I'm going down how many? Yeah. 1, 2, you guys can count in your book. 3, 4, 5, down 5, so negative 5, and to the right, how many? 2. So what's the equation of line D?
Y equals negative 5 x
Plus 3, perfect. The y-intercept is negative 2. Everyone agree? What is the slope? Is it going to be positive or negative for E? Good, and let's go from here. I'm going to pick this point. Does it matter which 2 points I pick? No. What's the rise from my 2 points?
3, 1.
2. My rise that I chose for this is 2. What's the run? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put that in lowest terms. 2 over 8 is equal to 1 over 4. So what's the equation of this line?
Y equals 1 over 4x plus negative 2.
Minus 2.